Hey, I'm Dave, and welcome back to another episode of Gear Up with Greggs. Today, we will be getting a grip on bolt and screw extraction. Now, we've all been there. A rounded off, rusted tight, or painted over bolt can leave us a little red in the face. No matter what you do, it doesn't seem to budge. So how do you remove it when your usual tools just can't get a grip? Well, that's where HANSON'S bolt extractors come in. These sockets are specifically designed to remove those hard-to-get bolts. With the reverse spiral design, they cut into the bolt, providing maximum gripping power, along with quick and easy removal. Let me show you how these extractors work. Say you have a rusted bolt, like this one. If you haven't already done so, you'll want to use a penetrant to help out with the removal process. For this demonstration, we will spray a little LPS onto the bolt. Place your extractor socket over the bolt. You will actually have to tap it into place on your stuck bolt. Attach your tool and turn counterclockwise. You should be able to feel the difference as the extractor socket bites into the bolt and breaks the bolt away from its rusty grave. Add more penetrant if needed and continue turning until the bolt loosens enough to twist the rest by hand. See this bolt we just extracted? Now it's stuck in our extractor, which means we need to punch it out from the opposite side. Keep in mind, these extractors will only work on bolts that still have a head, even if these heads are worn completely round or painted so much their original pattern is missing. If the bolt head breaks off, don't worry, we have a solution for that coming up later. So how exactly does this bolt extractor work? Well, remember how the bolt extractor bites into the head of a stripped or stubborn bolt? It does this with its spiral design, and this provides you with the grip you need to extract even the most stubborn bolt. The HANSON bolt extractor's design works well with all types of tools. They can be used with socket wrenches, flat wrenches, or impact wrenches, making these extractors handy to have around in case of emergency. They're also made from carbon steel, which means that these extractors are going to last a long time and hold up to a lot of wear and tear. Whether you need a full kit or individual bolt extractors, here at Gregg's we have got you covered. Now, remember that broken bolt head? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. After all, nothing is more frustrating than finally getting a grip on that rusted bolt only to have it snap off. Now, we will grab our Proto screw extractors. These are used on bolts, screws, or studs that have had the head either completely broken off or worn so badly that your HANSON bolt extractor can't get a grip on it. So how does this work? These screw extractors are made to bite into a hole that you drill down the middle of a seized bolt, screw, or stud. First, we will center punch the middle of the broken part that needs to be removed. Then, select an appropriately sized drill bit that matches the screw extractor that you've chosen. One handy tip that you might want to try is using a left-handed drill bit. If your broken part is not too tight, the drill bit might be able to remove it on its own. If not, it's up to the extractors to finish the job. Once your hole is drilled, carefully tap the extractor into the hole. It might take a few attempts, so you'll need to find the right amount of force to tap the extractor in with. Not enough force and the extractor won't bite into the hole. Too much force and you could exert too much outward pressure, causing the bolt to become even more stuck. Now, with either a tap handle or wrench, turn the extractor in a counterclockwise direction, which should remove the broken piece. Don't forget to keep trying your favorite penetrating oil, and maybe even some heat from a torch if it's safe to do so. The Proto screw extractors are durable, easy to use, and heat treated for strength, but be careful. even though they are strong, on the slim chance you break off an extractor in a stuck bolt, you'll have a tough time getting it back out. Now, you may have noticed the numbers stamped onto the sides of the extractor. Well, these show the drill bit size you should be using with each extractor. Pretty handy. But let's get back to this bolt. Another option for removing this is the Viking high carbon steel spiral screw and pipe extractors. Made from forged high carbon steel, these extractors will cut through even the toughest of bolts. The spiral shape gives these extractors the ability to remove broken bolts, screws, and pipes without causing damage to the threads. It's the same process as the Proto screw extractors. Punch or drill a hole, tap the extractor in place, and start turning. Once the extractor has gotten a good hold on that broken part, you can turn out the rest manually. Now, this is all great, but what if you have to remove a rusted or stuck nut, but not the bolt? Well, you're in luck. As long as your nut is easily accessible, the best option is to split the nut in half, and Performance Tools Heavy Duty Nut Splitter is what you need for the job. Think of this like a compact wood splitter. On one side, it has a hardened chisel point, which is what will be doing the splitting. On the other, it has an internal bolt that will be applying pressure to the nut the more you turn it. Using this tool is fairly simple. Set the tool over the nut, making sure to line up the chisel point with the flat side of the nut. Use a wrench of your choosing to tighten the bolt on the nut splitter, making sure to keep the tool as stable as possible. It might help to hold the tool in place with a second wrench as you apply more pressure. Once you've applied enough pressure to cut through one flat, unscrew the splitter and do the same to the flat on the opposite side of the nut. Once you've split both sides, the nut should practically fall off. Who knew it was this easy to bust a nut? This heavy-duty nut splitter is sturdy and stable, plated to resist corrosion and sure to last. And if this tool can't get the job done, don't forget about the inner pack hydraulic nut cutters. This tool can cut through almost any nut. If you want to know more about our bolt extraction, please don't hesitate to call in. Or if you prefer using the internet, you can visit our website at greggdistributors.ca. Again, I'm Dave and I want to thank you for watching another episode of Gear Up with Greggs.